back to Marvel Contest of Champions, and today we're going to be following up on the part 1 and part 2 exposed video that I did quite recently. I've got a lot of negative feedback about that video and also a lot of positives. What people need to understand is when that video was recorded, it was very early on in February. After that, obviously things have changed in the game, as they do. When I recorded that video, things were not going so great for me. The alliance that I was with, we weren't pushing for big prizes, so therefore I wasn't getting anything good. And there was a whole host of different reasons. You know, no one was watching me on YouTube. Now people are, which I'm very grateful for, so thank you. So that is why the video was produced. There's a lot of facts in that video, and yes, there's a lot of things that maybe I could have, if I had more time and effort to put into the game, maybe then I would be seeing the results. So hopefully by this third video I can update people with how things are going, what are the plans for the future with it, has anything changed, and really kind of get into the core kind of issues there. And maybe this type of video, exposed video, may come out. I may do one a year that kind of highlights how the game has changed throughout the year through updates and such like. So let's just get into it. So off the bat, let's talk about 4-star achieving 4 stars, like 4-star hero crystal shards. Through the addition of Alliance Wars, which obviously came in after the videos of the exposed videos which I recorded, we have since seen a larger amount of 4 stars being attainable, obtainable even, and that is fantastic. It gives players an opportunity, more opportunity to get 4-star. To give you an idea, with a combined arenas and quests and such like, I'm able to get potentially 1.5 4-star crystals a week. That is because, and I will go on to a minute about being in a good alliance, because Alliance Wars gives you about 400 I'd say 400 shards a day. So yeah, it is maybe two 4-star hero crystals, which is fantastic. When it comes to summoner advancement as well, summoner advancement goes hand in hand with that. Obviously the threshold for 265,000 hasn't changed, but if people are in these Alliance Wars, also Alliance quests, it means that everyone's getting a chance, which is fantastic, and it's a fantastic idea by Kabam. The downside is though that the teams, you're losing your favorite teams. Your favourite teams are going in, your favourite synergy team, if you don't have a large amount of characters or teams with good synergy, you're putting the good ones in Alliance Wars. You're taking so they'll call that the A team. Your B team is going into attacking, or part of your B team is going into the attack phase. And then C team is your Alliance quest. So you're using your D team, and it's all right if you have a super decent mastery that you're able to then and you say you're kind of let's say level 60, and you're going to find it absolutely fine. But there's going to be people that are lower than you that are going to suffer. They're not going to be as good as you. That's the facts. People gave me stick about, oh well, I can do it and it's really easy. Yeah, okay, fine, but your perspective and your experiences in the game are not going to be the same as everyone else. The same thing in regards to my experiences with doing this video are not going to be the same as everyone else's. So we're at a quandary here. There's going to be, but obviously in life that's it. You're going to get biased. No one will ever share your opinion, and that's fine. And what I wanted for the videos was people were able to talk about their experiences within the game. So that is the positive, that everything kind of went in that direction. I doubt Kabam watched my videos, so they wouldn't have done any kind of improvements. But for new players starting off, they did an event quest called a Summoner's Path. And a Summoner's Path, and I did do a video on this, so do check my playlist out for that video, for new players, which really helped them get off the starting blocks. And it wasn't a hard quest, it was really simple and easy. which I thought was fantastic. A fantastic idea to, number one, earn units, number two, to earn 3-star hero crystals, shard crystals, and earn prem crystals and prem crystal shards. That was an excellent idea, and that's the thing. We need to be encouraging more people to come into the game. The more new players coming into the game, the more it's supported. The more it's supported, the longevity of the game improves, and that's what we want. We don't want to be, being patronising and rude as experienced players to new players coming in. They're not noobs. They're just joining a community like us that is really vibrant, is really active. It's all about comic book characters. So, please, keep it up, Kabam, with that, because that's great. It's going in a positive direction. Because obviously, when I recorded the video, I was a bit, I think, in a bit of a mood. When I watched it back, I just looked like I was very unhappy. But, that frustration has changed somewhat. The pull rates on crystals. I know someone did say, "Oh, you're bitching about that." Yeah, okay, fine. So I was bitching about it. But at the same time, I pay into this game. I am a customer of the game. I have a right to talk about the pull percentages on the game and the pull ratios. But things, like I said from the start, things have improved. We've seen because we've seen improved amounts of 4-star shard crystals being obtained. It has meant that people aren't so unhappy when they don't get a 4-star. I've been very fortunate to pull 4-stars from Prem Crystals. I've recently pulled a War Machine from a Prem Crystal. Excellent. I then pulled one from a Joe Fixit. Yeah, Joe Fixit recently. So that's the thing. Even though my luck has not been great, the fact of the matter is I'm finding different ways within my content as well to enjoy the game for what it is. Yeah, okay, fine, I don't get a 4-star. The fact of the matter is I have to be entertaining as possible when trying to deliver when I not get a 4-star. Someone said in one of my recent crystal openings that I was moaning I didn't get a 4-star and then coveting it when I got it. Well, here's the facts, unfortunately. If you don't get a 4-star, sometimes you get annoyed. This is why I've changed the way I've done the videos in that I will open a 4-star shard crystal at the end. So even though there's disappointment, I will still know in my mind that I'm going to end with a 4-star. Because Kabam introduced Alliance Wars and an increased chance of getting a 4-star shard crystal, it's positive. It's made things really kind of happy. And that's the thing about change. Things change. When I recorded that video, things weren't changing. Things have changed for the better, which is excellent. I still think Kabam need to sort out arenas. They're still dog shit, really. They're terrible. Even myself and Rizzo the legend, shout out to Rizzo, we recorded a video where we talked about how we would improve the game, and do watch that video because there's some really decent improvements that we think that if Kabam were ever to listen to us content creators, they would probably go, "Hey, these guys know a thing or two, we need to listen to them and get on this." But they probably won't. But you can't but wish. That's the thing. So I've joined a new alliance. If you don't already know, at the top it says Odin and it doesn't say UK. Obviously, again, things changed. The old alliance unfortunately went poof, as things do. As Guardians, Odin, I love this alliance. It's fantastic. They put up with the fact that if I'm not at work, because I do have a job, I do have a proper job, this isn't my job, I'd like it to be my job, I then have to try and factor in a break in my working day, and it's hard because I have a very, very demanding job. Then I then come home and do some housework, which I have to do, and because it's important for the household and share alike and whatnot. Then I do my YouTube stuff, and in between that I have to find time to do Alliance Wars, Alliance Quests, and also play as much of the game as possible, and also play other games for the point of content creation. So the great thing about it, these guys, they're very nice to me, they're very flexible, they understand, and I do get a slap on the wrist once in a while, and even though I've made big mess ups with, and this is a fail, this is my fail, I joined the Alliance Wars and I didn't place my defenders. I can laugh about it now, but it's such a fail that I've profusely apologised to them so many times about that, but we all laugh about it now, and it's actually called pulling a Rich. So I try not to do that, but they're so understanding, and we you know, we're not going to be up the top. We're not MMIX or that alliance, but we're still a decent alliance. We get the crystals, we get the shards, we get everything else that we need to do, and I'm, you know, like I said, I'm really happy with this in this alliance. Things are going in a positive direction. Catalyst fragments and class tier 4 class fragments. Great idea. Means that we can properly rank things up to rank 5, even for players like me. I'm not a superstar player. I've never said that I am. I probably never will, but I will endeavour to be that way. Maybe at some point. Who knows? But I would probably say that this is better. This is more positive. We have a chance for the lower players, not you guys at the top, because obviously this is more obtainable for you guys in Alliance quests. We've got a chance to get something more. Granted, we could potentially get these in crystals, but the fact of the matter is it's more obtainable by selling the tier 3s to get tier 4s. Excellent idea. It means that now we've got everything is more achievable, and that's the thing. In the previous part 1 and part 2, my criticism was on there's not much chance to get that there up top. It was kind of it felt like we were climbing 6 steps and then there's a sign saying no entry. Now there's 10 steps and we can climb 6 of them. It's just 6 to 10 are a little bit harder. So that's really how things have improved with class fragments, or fragments in general. So one really decent thing is event quest. Event quest difficulty seems to be a lot lower, and it feels a lot lower in kind of difficulty because people are getting better. They're allowed more opportunity to get these 4 stars, so therefore people are duping more. Because they're duping more, they've then got the really decent characters that can then withstand difficulty ratings that are heroic. But I don't know if Kabam have reduced the threshold of difficulty, or it's because players are getting better because they got better characters. As well, everyone seems to be following on the same line as doing the same masteries, and I'll get onto masteries in a moment. But event quests, seem to be getting a lot less difficult. Don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Don't know if it's down to the players and getting more obtainable 4 stars. Who really knows with that? I would say that the event quest originality, the stories have got worse. They've got so terrible. When we had the Ultron one last year, or was it the year before? It was fantastic, really good. As we've gone on, they've got good. The Moon Knight one was really good, one of my favourites, and it's just got steadily worse. The Miss Marvel one was, it was all right, and then we had Spider-Man one as well, and Venom one. MODOK has been, oh god, MODOK has been one of the worst. I've not enjoyed that. If you want to know what my thoughts were, then you check out my video on that one. But the facts remain on MODOK are that why put an event in where such a rich comic book history is where it's got a lot of Captain America and Iron Man in. So why decide to put that event quest in before Civil War? So you're gonna then have something that both characters should have been in both. No, decide we'll just cut Captain America and Iron Man out of that and any kind of mention of them because Civil War is coming up. That's not good, and that's where I think Kabam need to properly look at their source material and really have a look at how they can make a really rich story, a really rich story from the event quest that they do. Maybe a bit more originality with that, and maybe improve the paths that people travel on within the inner workings of the event quest when you're kind of going through. You're choosing different chapters and then different quests within that. The missions should be a bit better because we got the spider. It's all whatever. It's just not. It's not clear and it's not good. Masteries. Okay, masteries. Now I say get. I haven't got any more. I got a lot of criticism for about a good month. I think a solid month of criticism about the way that I did my masteries. Now I will show you my masteries now because they have changed. Yes, people. Yes. Get excited. I have changed my masteries. And the reason I've changed my masteries is because I did them wrong. Okay? I said before, I don't ever say, hey, I'm the pro at the game. Right? I've got more problems, and I say more problems, but I've got things that are more important in my life. Like doing YouTube and other stuff. Yeah, I've got responsibility to tell people what a good mastery is, and well, that's fine. Well, that's the reason I deleted 2 of my mastery videos because they were garbage. So here's the thing: I've been told, and I've worked with so many people who have come into my live stream, and I've asked you. That's the thing about engaging with you guys. I've engaged with you guys. I've asked you what the masteries that are good within the game, and the people have spoken, and have said that these are decent masteries. And using things like, yes, parry. Okay, fine, I didn't use it. I'm using it now. Dexterity and evade. These, and coupled with things like cruelty and perfect block, I've improved these masteries because I got so much stick about them, and you guys were right. I never said that you were wrong, and people said, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and criticism from left, right, centre. Yeah, fine, whatever. I'll change it. But anyway, I am grateful for you guys. In any case, going, hey, sort your masteries out, and I'll go, yeah, I will when I can, and I've finally done it. So, it's really good, really effective mastery now. As I go up my as soon as I do Act 4, I will get more mastery points as well. When I got up the levels, I'll be able to then add them into different areas. But I'm really happy with the masteries. I was helped by a long-time friend of the channel, Vanna83. So shout out to Vanna, thank you very much, sir. And this is really, really positive. It's improved my game a little bit. Not so much with arenas, I must admit. Arenas, not so much. I'm finding it a little bit harder than I did before. But I think that's largely due to the fact that I was relying too much on willpower, double edge, and what's it called? Liquid cannon, I think. Not sure. Anyway, really good. Really good. And I'll learn a bit more on the arenas, but I think it will improve things in time. But it has reduced my rating quite considerably, so I need to do a lot more work in getting these dupes and popping them bad boys. Riz. Okay, so people have said in my previous videos in the comments that I'm kind of like blaming Kabam for a lot of things. Well, here's the facts. Okay, imagine that, say, over the space of 5 years or more, you invest £1,000 or $1,000 or 1,000 rupees or whatever thousand, just let's say 1,000 whatever worth of units, and you invest, say, 60 hours a week into this game. That entitles you to have an opinion on this. You are a paying customer. You are a customer of the game for the amount of time you put in and the amount of money you put in. So here's the thing. If, say, we compare that with another game, like, say, GTA 5 or the GTA franchise. Say this time frame and the amount of money that I'm referring to, the amount of time frame per week, so 60 hours a week, the £1,000, the $1,000, whatever it is, that for 5 to 10 years or whatever, that, say, is GTA 1 to 10. Right, okay, let's just say that, GTA 1 to 10. You want to know that when you're investing your time and your money, that it is worth it. So if you're overpaying for a game because it's DLC, or because it's whatever it is that you kind of buy into for whatever reason for the game. You want to know that when you invest in this time, that you're getting rewarded back. And that is the thing about this part 3. In parts 1 and 2, I felt that we, as players, were not getting anything back. We were putting in stuff and we were very rarely getting anything back. Things have changed, as like I said at the start of the video, things have changed. So people feel a lot more rewarded in what they're getting. So Alliance Wars, Alliance quests seem, getting better. We've got the event quests; they've got a bit better. I know there's going to be people that are going to struggle with certain things, and that's because you're right at the big beginning of it. So it's all about joining a good alliance. Tick box. I've done that now. It's all about competing in Alliance Wars and getting those 4-star shards. I've done that now. And it's all about Kabam giving back more. And yeah, tick the box. They have. There's a lot of things that need to be improved. But it feels that without asking too much of the fans, they seem to have done it. I really would appreciate in future Kabam could do stuff like engage with people like community and just say, oh, we're thinking of launching a new character into the game, but we've got another 9 suggestions. Let's have a poll to see which one you guys want to see, and then that makes you as a customer, buy into the game a bit more, from the point that, hey, the big faceless company is listening to us. The company has a face, and it's one that wants to engage with its customer base. So that's the most important thing. Right, so thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below, in the last 2 months, has the game improved in your opinion? And what has it improved on? I really want to find out, because people were vocal in part 1 and part 2 of Exposed that I got things wrong. So now that I've told you that how things have changed for me based on what happened in February, has the game improved, and what has the game improved on? If it hasn't, then let me know in the comments below. Let's get a chat like we did before on it. Anyway, I have been Rich the Man, this guy here, and please subscribe, like, comment, and as always, I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye! Oh, hello. Thank you for watching that video. Subscribe here. Watch my other material here. And get out of my bathroom, you dirty rotters.
Привет! До свидания. Subscribe to Rich the Man. Now where's my fucking money, bitch?